Welcome to the InfoGov Hot Seat Vodcast, featuring candid interviews with practitioners, consultants, and solution providers on hot topics in the information governance industry. Here's your host, Jim Merrifield.
Hello and welcome to the InfoGov Hot Seat. I'm your host, Jim Merrifield, and with me today is Andrea Demers, Product Manager at iManage. Welcome, Andrea.
Hi, Jim. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, it's awesome for having you on the hot seat today. So we just have a few questions to ask. To start off, a brief introduction of your role, how long you've been with iManage, and one fun fact about yourself.
Yeah, certainly. So as you said, I'm Andrea. I'm the product manager for iManage Records Manager. I've been with the company for just over a year and a half. And, in my role, I drive product development by working closely with internal stakeholders and, of course, our trusted users. Prior to joining iManage, I actually worked as a records manager for a law firm managing their 3 East Coast offices. So I have that firsthand experience with building retention schedules, destroying content, processing departures, lateral hires, client file transfers, all those exciting tasks that keep the information governance professionals on their toes.
What's that one fun fact, though? You got to tell me the
Oh
one
gosh,
fun fact. Don't
I
forget
would
that
be
one.
remiss. Yes, so my fun fact. Well, I guess it would be that I've kind of always been a nerd. Many people in the industry and really most of my mentors seem to kind of stumble into records management from other lines of work. And I knew I wanted to work in records as soon as I was, aware of the field. I had a master, I have a master's degree in archival studies, and one of my professors in grad school used to comment that no one wakes up wanting to be a records manager. Well, here I am. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. You did. Yeah, there's a bunch of nerds. I'm a nerd too, right? Records management.
We're in good company, yes.
Yeah, for sure. And you got a great background, right? You're both on the practitioner side. Now you're on the solution provider side. That's awesome. So I know you were at ILTACON this year, right? Or iManage was at ILTACON, and it was several months back, and it was a long time ago. But what were some key takeaways from that event?
Yeah, so iManage was certainly at ILTACON. I was unable to attend, but in just speaking with colleagues, once again, that message of just, it was great to be back in person. It was great to make connections, reestablish connections. And I know for iManage, our InfoGov breakfast session had the best attendance we've had in years, which was great to see. That large turnout at the event just demonstrates the interest in the topic and our product specifically. It's really at an all-time high.
Yeah, for sure. That breakfast is great, and there's some nice breakfast sandwiches that iManage puts out, and it's definitely a nice event.
Yes, food
for
for thought, and we won't make you go hungry.
That's right. Who doesn't come to a meeting when there's food? It's one way to get people to a meeting, right? It works with lawyers for sure. But okay, so let's get into this a little bit. So you're the product manager at iManage. What's the makeup of your internal team focused on governance software, specifically records management?
Yeah, certainly. So before I get into our team specifically, I do want to take a moment to situate ourselves within the larger iManage environment. So not only does iManage have our work product, but we also have a comprehensive suite of security and governance products, which provide that end-to-end security and governance. So the iManage security and governance suite is broken down into 5 products. So we have Business Intake Manager, Conflicts Manager, Security Policy Manager, and Threat Manager, and of course, Records Manager. So just briefly, Business Intake Manager automates all of the processes through the lifecycle of clients and matters. Our Conflicts Manager is used to search, identify, and clear conflicts, where Security Policy Manager allows users to enforce that need-to-know access, and Threat Manager detects any unusual behaviors and protects your content. So at the end of all of that, we have iManage Records Manager, which of course manages both electronic and physical content and provides that defensible disposition of content once it's reached its end of life. So I like to just point out this comprehensive and layered approach to security. It really ensures that firms and organizations remain the most secure stewards of their knowledge. So certainly working within that larger framework, iManage Records Manager has its own team that's 100% focused on the iManage Records Manager product. So our team is made up of product management, development, software engineers, quality assurance, technical writers, professional services, tech support. And over the last year and a half, iManage has made a significant investment in the future of the product. I'm one of the beneficiaries of that investment in being hired as the designated product manager in 2021. And having worked as a records manager, as we said before, and studied records management, really being able to bring that real world experience and industry knowledge to the role has been critical. We've also invested in our functional support by roughly tripling our engineering headcount in 2022 to meet the customer demand for the product. So the company's investment in the product just shows how serious iManage is as a company to not only provide an end-to-end solution, but a best-in-class solution. And from my perspective, working on the iManage Records Manager product, it really combines the best of both worlds when you think of company culture. It combines that speed and agility of a smaller company while still providing the safety and stability of a much larger organization. And this environment enables our team to scale to meet the customer demand.
That's amazing. Tripling in size and in this environment and having a true end-to-end solution. That's great. And you definitely have a great team. So thank you for that.
Yeah, and I think it'd be a shame to not point out that beyond our internal resources, we have trusted implementation partners who work directly with our customers. And unique to iManage, we have an active customer-led group that offers customers a chance to collaborate and share ideas, as well as provide feedback to the records manager team, if they have features that they're looking or how we can best serve the customers. So, beyond that central dedicated team that's dedicated to the success of iManage, we do have a number of support pillars, both internal and external.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out with implementation partners and then the user group. I know iManage supports that group very well, and it's obviously I'm a part of that group, and we're happy that iManage supports that and we're able to influence the product. So thank you so much for your support and bringing that up for sure. So let's talk about key differentiators, right? Because there's a lot of products out there. There's some competition, right, for iManage. So what sets you apart in your mind from the competition?
Yeah, I really appreciate that question. I think one of our key differentiators comes from the fact that iManage Records Manager is part of a single platform with a range of products all built around iManage Work, our document and email management system. So this system is tested by us, and it's a complete and integrated solution. So iManage Records Manager is the only records solution that is approved for iManage Work. No other vendor is an approved technology partner for iManage Work. So iManage Work customers using a record solution from another vendor, may have to take on added costs for validating the solution. There are other risks of any, interface failures, whereas our platform offers that end-to-end solution. So, also beyond just that, our platform approach gives us the unique ability to innovate, particularly when it comes to electronic records management. So we can deliver features that can't be matched by other competitors in the document and records management space. So it's an exciting time for the product. We do have a significant amount of innovative product improvement ideas in progress that build on that integration with the iManage platform. So certainly keep an eye out for those features coming to market, in the coming months and years.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that is a key differentiator, right? Having a best-in-class document management system, right, which the majority of law firms are on anyway, right? So that's definitely a key differentiator for the product.
And even just
Go
the
ahead.
experience, I mean, having that single vendor approach means that iManage Records Manager provides that seamless integration with work to deliver a consistent user experience. So when we're thinking of our end users navigating to iManage Records Manager from the work DMS, they'll inherently know how to navigate and use the product to some level as it has that consistent look and feel. So that, of course, helps promote efficiency, user adoption, and really just provides that seamless look and feel to our users.
Yeah, and who doesn't like a one-stop shop, right? Who doesn't like that? Now you mentioned features before, product features. Now what product features is iManage focused on specific to iManage Records Manager, and why?
Yeah, so currently we are focused on releasing enhanced disposition capabilities. So this comes from a clear market demand as more firms are looking to destroy content. There are really several driving forces that continue to keep this topic on the top of our list. Certainly, security is a main concern when we discuss records, whether it's a risk of data breach or simply the need to dispose of content due to, legal citations or the risk of over retaining, I think at this point is well known in law firms. And so that motivation for destroying content in accordance with retention policies is of the utmost importance. In addition to that security piece, we know firms have a need just to minimize data, not only to allow for easy accessibility of that most valuable content, but also just as we see more customers choosing to move to cloud solutions, they're starting to see those costs rise and are looking for ways to destroy content. So one of the key features we're building now is iManage Records Manager will offer advanced disposition capabilities that will replace what's been traditionally a more manual process for many firms. And we'll do so by providing a way for customers to review, approve, or deny, and destroy content all within iManage Records Manager. And again, this feature is built specifically for iManage Records Manager with the input of our customers and partners.
That's awesome. So a disposition workflow right inside a records product, right? It used to be that disposing of content was a back burner item, so to speak. But you're saying for many firms, it's really not. It's kind of front and center.
Yeah, we're certainly seeing this being a main focus. Again, we pointed out some of the drivers just being, cloud, moving to the cloud being one. We will continue to see that as a trend, and just the amount of data that's being created, the need for seamless destruction is certainly at the front of minds. And I think with, beyond that or kind of coupled with that, we're, in addition to the disposition capabilities, we're continuing to add additional features to our web client to provide customers with that fully based web solution. And we'll see in the coming years, you'll see additional records manager functionality being brought into our web client. So it currently operates for end users and records managers, but additional functionality is being added that'll allow for, an easier experience for records managers and directly related to disposition as well.
That's great to hear. Thank you for sharing that. If you hadn't had a chance to see the disposition workflow, contact Andrea, because I'll tell you, it'll blow your mind. So thank you so much for sharing that. Not to add more work to your plate, but I'm sure
I'll take it, Jim. Thank you.
You'll gladly take it. So awesome. So one final question for you, Andrea. What do you see the future of records management software? How do you see the market changing in the next maybe 1 to 3 years? What do you see the focus shifting to?
Yeah, certainly. So I think some of this we may have touched on a bit in a positive way when speaking of what features we're working on. We certainly like to look to the future and take into consideration those trends. I do think in the next 3 years, I see an increased need for records management software to provide, again, more efficient ways to destroy content, specifically electronic content. I think there are opportunities to use smarter automation to help with this. So thinking just smarter automation with regards to matter maintenance and other activities that can be done even prior to disposition. And beyond destruction, I will likely see the need to manage more dispersed content. So firms certainly recognize the need to bring external data sources under their records management and information governance programs and policies. So iManage saw a need for this early on and does offer the ability to manage and destroy not only content in work, but also in Windows file shares. I think in the next 1 to 3 years, we'll continue to see this capability extend. So whether this new approach, helps to automate the process to bring records into your DMS environment or enable ways to manage content from other repositories through the records software, still to be ironed out, maybe, both approaches, but certainly a trend in that way to manage some external content.
That's great. Thank you for that futuristic view from that lens. Yeah.
I think it's, there's just so much coming for records management. I do think in information governance, I think firms, continue to see an increased number of requests from clients even to return their records. And attorneys continue to move between firms, and records management software needs to meet this demand by providing solutions to more effectively and efficiently handle, what's considered matter mobility in that respect. So I think for iManage specifically, the potential future innovations within iManage Records Manager are uniquely achievable because we own the DMS, the search engine, the security product, and the records solution. So we can find ways to answer your information governance needs from start to finish. So, I do think customers will truly be amazed with what we're able to accomplish in the next 3 years.
Yeah, 100%. It's an exciting time to be in the InfoGov space, to be at iManage, and who knows what Chat GPT has in store for us, right? I know a lot of us. Yeah, listen, a lot of us governance folks are taking a look at that. I know a lot of questions have been submitted to that new AI and pumping out job descriptions and what is information governance, and who knows, maybe we'll pop that question. What is the future of records management? But thank you so much, Andrea, for spending some time on the hot seat. Hope you enjoyed your time here. Thank you, iManage, of course, for allowing you to take some time out of your day as well.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to be here. Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, no, 100%. And thank you everyone for attending today's episode of the InfoGov Hot Seat. Again, please visit our website, infogovhotseat.com, to view our latest episodes. If you'd like to be a guest on the InfoGov Hot Seat like Andrea, please submit your information through our website. And thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the InfoGov Hot Seat. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and LinkedIn. Check out our main website at infogovhotseat.com to view our latest episodes and much more.